Oh, hey, Lunar.
Hmm? Oh, hello, sir. How can I help you today?
Well, I was looking for a therapist, and Earth was heavily recommended by a lot of people, so I thought I'd come and see her for a therapy session.
Do you have an appointment set?
I did, but the automation system kept redirecting me to different sites. I don't know why.
That is a question to take up with higher management. I don't know anything about that, sir. Please refer any questions to Montgomery Co.
That explains it. He has my IP, doesn't he?
I do not know the answer to that, sir. Can I get your first name, please?
Oh, Glamrock Freddy? Or Frederick Fazbear?
Frederick Fazbear. I see Bartholomew Fazbear. That's an odd one.
Monty!
I don't see a Frederick on here.
Does it have... I uploaded a picture for the reservation. Is that on there?
Yep, under Bartholomew. Please go on in, Bartholomew.
It's Frederick or Freddy, whatever. Okay. I'll yell at Monty later. Wait, is Monty he or she right now?
I believe they are currently she.
Alright. She will be hearing from you later. Alright, thank you, Lunar. Oh, Earth!
Oh, hello, welcome. I think, you're on my docket. Yeah, take a seat. Get comfy.
Yeah, I think Monty messed with my appointment.
Oh, well, there's also been problems with our system, so it could be that too.
Oh, either or.
So, what would you like to talk about today?
Well, I heard that you saw Roxanne recently.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be happy to know she's been fixed.
Oh, that's good.
But we still broke up.
Oh. Well, that's a bit of a surprise.
The reason is because I'm the one that broke up with her because I'm not good enough for her right now.
Okay, so let's deconstruct that. Why do you think that?
Because every time I think something's wrong in our relationship, I freak out. I go off the deep end thinking, oh God, what did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do to deserve to have something go wrong?
Ah, okay, yeah. Alright, I see that now.
And honestly, I need to fix myself if I want to be in a real relationship with her or anyone else. It's just...
Well, you know what? It's really good that you came to this discovery, on your own and made steps to... I mean, I don't know if... obviously you feel more secure broken up so you could fix, quote-unquote, fix what's going on, right? You feel better broken up?
At the moment, yes. So that way, if I can't be fixed, at least she's free from my mess.
Okay. Alright. I'm sensing a lot of, just talking down about yourself. So let's start with when you are in a relationship and you freak out, as you call it, what are you really freaking out over? Like wanting to fix things, or?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I start questioning everything I did that day or the days before, and I just can't figure out what's wrong. And that freaks me out even more.
Oh, okay. So this sounds like anxiety.
Oh, I have tons of that.
Okay, well, good to know. So you think everything that happens in a relationship that, even if it's not caused by you, is somehow caused by you?
That's bad, isn't it?
That's really bad, actually. Because that's not a healthy way of thinking. Because not everything is, sometimes we make mistakes, and it's indirectly our fault. Sometimes we do something purposeful, and that makes it purposefully our fault. But sometimes things are just out of our control. Sometimes it's just circumstantial.
Yeah. I mess up a lot. Hell, I couldn't even tell a fake relationship before it was too late. About a year ago, I was in a relationship with Ballora. I think you know about her.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Well, as it turns out, the only reason she was in a relationship with me was because Vanny told her to, to spy on me and Circus Baby more closely. She basically was lying to me the whole time, and
Wow.
yeah,
And that must have caused some trust issues there, huh?
I never thought about it, but yeah, I think that's when I started questioning everything.
Okay. Well, I think this is just a reaction to feeling betrayed, like what you're saying, like what you said with this Ballora situation that happened. That is traumatizing, to have somebody you really cared for Ballora, I believe, right? Like,
I did, very heavily.
yeah, you put your all in that relationship, and to find out it wasn't even real, or it was based on, misgivings and bad things. That's really traumatizing, so I understand why your response would be to be questioning if it's your fault. However, have you really considered the fact that even then it wasn't your fault? So there's no reason to question yourself?
I should have picked up the signs, though. Like, I should have picked up the signs! I mean, looking back on it, there was obvious signs, like the fact that she was always on the phone with someone, and that even when she wasn't there, she talked about Circus Baby in the house as if she was giving someone an update, and I should have picked up on that.
Well, in hindsight, you can pick up a lot of red flags, But, in the moment, you give your partner the benefit of the doubt, and that's not a bad thing to do, I imagine a relationship with Roxanne, you gave them the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship with Monty, I give them the benefit of the doubt. That's what you're supposed to do, unless there's, like, mounting evidence, which sometimes has to build up like a mountain, and a red flag has to be waved in front of our face like, hey, this is kind of weird, this is kind of suspicious. Sometimes it takes a lot for us to acknowledge that something's wrong. So don't blame yourself for looking in hindsight and being like, why didn't I notice that? Why didn't I notice this? Because it was so obvious. It wasn't obvious to you at the time because you didn't have the information that wasn't a real relationship. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I guess I've been blaming myself this whole time for everything that's gone wrong, and some things are indeed out of my control to fix.
Don't blame yourself for being, like, trusting with people. That's a good thing to have. But just in moderation, Clearly you didn't know that Ballora was capable of doing that. So, don't beat yourself up for being trusting of others when some people will want to take your trustingness and your good-natured personality and your kindness and use that against you. I gotta be worried about that stuff too.
Oh?
So, because, when Eclipse was still here, to give you a similarity here, when Eclipse was, when I first came.
Yeah, that was one of my other biggest blunders too.
Well, Eclipse showed up to me and was asking me to pass along a message to Sun and Moon. And, was acting, really remorseful. And a part of me really believed that. But another part of me was like, why are they telling me this? And why are they not, expressing remorse to Sun and Moon and, the way they need to? And why do I have to be the middleman,
Oh, trust me. I'm the middleman for every situation at the Pizzaplex. There's an argument between Chica and Monty, or Roxanne and Chica, or Chica and Monty. Guess who has to be in the middle of that?
Why do you need to be in the middle of that? Is that a role you've given yourself?
I guess I'm in charge of the Pizzaplex, while the CEOs handle the business side and handling finances. I'm the one handling the day-to-day stuff. So.
And you think you need to take on a personal management of everyone else's relationships. I get that. Totally get that. Honestly, that's a big mood for me. So, but sometimes, I've learned it's best to sometimes take a step back, encourage, hey, maybe you two should talk this out and let them decide if that's something they wish to pursue. It takes a big bit of stress off of you,
I guess.
Again, circles back to a lot of things are out of your control.
Wait. I can't do that with Monty.
What?
Well, Maybe old Monty. Maybe old Monty I couldn't do that with. You've calmed them down quite a bit since you two have been together.
Oh, thank you.
Kudos for that.
Thank you.
But old Monty I couldn't do that with. There was a fire 2 years ago that broke out in the Pizzaplex because was too busy to stop a argument between him and Chica.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, ask if you ever want to know more about that. Ask him about the chicken fight of 2021.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. But, again, honestly, I feel like a lot of your issues stem from wanting things to feel like in your control, that you're able to control them,
Yeah. Sorry, I just need to get up for a second. I just need to walk around.
Take your time. Yeah, walk around. It's all good.
Am I a control freak for that?
No. I wouldn't call you a control freak. I think you find comfort in knowing what's going to happen and controlling the things around you. That doesn't make you a control freak, It just means you have some, behaviors of being a little, I wouldn't say controlling, because you're not really being controlling to people. You just care a lot. I see. And it's hard to be like, stop caring, but it's good to put boundaries up and, take care of yourself first and realize there's so much you can do in a day to fix problems, but at the end of the day, some problems are still going to exist, and they're not going to go away that fast, and sometimes they're not even in your power to control or to take care of.
Yeah.
Coming to terms with that reality and that knowledge, it's scary. You can't control things and it makes you feel scared. But knowing that it's not in your control, you can be like, well, I guess this is how it is to be. Or maybe this will work out. Of course, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Sometimes you can try, Like, for example, if there's a problem with you and Roxanne, it's good to, put effort in. But if there's like an outside force or like, hey, Chica and Monty and Roxanne are all fighting about something and no one's listening to me, that's something they need to work out.
Yeah. I guess that's a thing I can try to do is if they start arguing or fighting, let them deal with it, and if it gets worse, then I step in.
Well, yeah, even if you want to just say at the beginning, like, hey, you two should take a second to cool down and, reconvene later. If they don't, be like, okay, guys, well, you guys should sort this out on your own then. Do what you guys think you need to do. But if it gets to, like, destructive property levels, then maybe be like, hey, maybe you two should just take a second to walk away, Even then, that's just you that's not you, like, trying to get them to get along or anything. That's just, hey, you two need a second to cool your heads.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I hope I'm not explaining too much. I just have, like, I understand the feelings you have, I sympathize.
Yeah, no, I do. It's just a lot to think about, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Totally get that. But at least you're taking steps to remedy this anxiety you feel about managing everybody else.
Yeah. I've had very few relationships in life, actually. Like,
oh, really?
Romantical, at least. Roxanne was actually my first girlfriend back in high school. I was a bit of a jock at that point, but I was one of those awkward ones where people didn't really approach me all too much until she did.
Oh, I see.
And we dated since then until, well, you already know the story, right?
I think I do, yeah.
After high school, we were still going strong, and then the game's released. I got her the role in the game, and the fame got to her head. And she started treating me as an accessory instead of a person. And it was from there that I realized I didn't appreciate how she treated me, and I tried talking to her multiple times about it, but then nothing seemed to have gone through to her until I broke up with her. And I think what hurt me the most about that was that she didn't seem like she cared at the time. she just acted like she was just gonna move on to the next thing. And
Hmm.
and then I had a relationship with Laura, and I just told you what happened with that one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Do you think that it's a big thing to have a lot of relationships, like romantic relationships?
no. I think it's important to have good, healthy ones, but I don't know if I have the experience to deal with all the issues that pop up with relationships.
That is a good thing to bring up, because I relate. I have never been in a relationship before Monty, so there's some things I'm not sure I know what to do. There's certain steps I'm not sure to follow. But honestly, I think when you are happy with yourself and love yourself and know what you are willing to put up with, your boundaries, that kind of shapes how healthy your relationship is going to be. If you're not going to tolerate people talking bad about you or your friends or taking advantage of your time and your kindness, then, you're going to have a relationship which follows those expectations because you're not going to put up with anything else, and you've already laid that out for your partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have.
So I wouldn't worry about healthy relationships as long as you start off by loving yourself more and feeling more confident in your actions and how you are, Because as we've said earlier, you have some anxieties about things being your fault or you're not doing enough to keep everybody happy and together kind of thing. Once you kind of
Yeah.
let those feelings go, or you not even let go of them, once you acknowledge those feelings are there, sometimes they might not ever go away, but no, sometimes they could be irrational. I think you'll start feeling a lot happier.
Yeah. I think I'll try that then.
Great. If you want to, you can schedule another appointment in a few weeks and we can circle back on, how you've been doing with that. Maybe, you know what, a good step for homework is to journal. Every time you get an anxious thought, write down your anxious thought, and then we can revisit your journal later to see if those feelings were valid or invalid. Like, not really invalid, because every feeling is valid, but if it comes from a valid place.
Okay, I will.
Awesome. I think we did good today.
Do you think so?
Oh, I really do think so. The best step you have taken so far is trying, Some people don't try. Sometimes people are too afraid to. So it's good that you're starting.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Do I pay you or...
Oh, the receptionist has that all dealt with. You can just deal with I call him the receptionist. He likes when I call him that. Go deal with Lunar. You could probably go talk to him and figure that all out and schedule your next appointment with him.
Okay. Oh, by the way, my brother heard I was coming to see you for therapy, and he wanted me to pass along a message.
Okay.
He said, 3 cheese mac and cheese with steaks, with his family next week or something. Sometime planned you guys had before.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
All right.
All right. Have a good day.
I had no idea you two were friends.
I'm friends with a lot of people now, but you have a good day.
You as well. Thank you again. Oh, Lunar?
Oh, sir, how was your appointment?
Think it went well. Thank you.
Would you like to schedule another one?
Yeah, I'll schedule another one.
Wonderful. When would you like to schedule it for?
I guess she's recommended 2 weeks from now, so...
2 weeks from now. Any specific day?
I guess any day that's out in the afternoon.
Alright. Thursday next week at 10 p.m.
Okay. Do I pay you, or...
You will be sent an invoice from Montgomery Co. The fund will be somewhere over $1,000.
Over 1,000? Oh my god, that's a lot.
No copay applicable.
Of course.
We don't have health insurance.
You personally don't have health insurance, or you don't take health insurance?
Have a good day, sir.
I mean...